Greetings, oddities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kick Around Kingdom, where only hours away. I'm not even joking. Literally in hours, the new Silent Soul cookie update is coming out, and you can check by going to the BC's countdown. And look at this. I know I only claimed 2 because, oh boy, I guess I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know there was gonna be a countdown event. I knew there was one for Shadow Milk. I don't even think there was one for Eternal Sugar though, so I didn't know if they would, but. Yeah, I made mistakes in my life. Anywho, with that being said, what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this quick overview video for Doughael because I recently did it for Menthol Cookie because I just wanted to do it before the new update, approached and arose. But, the new update's coming very soon, and I think this is the very last video I can do before Silent Soul Cookie officially comes out. So we just gotta find ourselves Doughael now, test them out in battle, use them in battle, check out their quotes, stuff like that, see how they work, and see if they're actually pretty viable. Because as far as I know, I think they are viable.
Just silly.
Oh, is that? Oh, it's great for. Okay. I think they are viable as like a good healer, but like, I don't know, still just concerned by it all. But with that being said, I know I would read comments of this video, but like I want the video to be dedicated to the cookie by itself. But still, if you want to leave your questions and comments down in the comment section below for me to read on the videos, feel free to do so, because it could be a random question, random comment, random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. Doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and character to community, and that's what matters the most. Anyway, alright, my voice. Anyway, where the pleb is the Doughael pleb? What are you doing? You are totally trying to hide from me. I didn't even know you were right there. Well, this is how you're floating, of course, with your arms raised like that. I wonder if that's symbolism towards literally anything that I wouldn't want to mention. I pray that it isn't. No, not in front of the planes. At least you fold up your wings when you sit down. There's no way you two will have interaction. There's no way. And when I put you down, you just elegantly float downwards, which that's just fine enough for me. Let me go over you. Let me get you over to a more clear area just so I can see some of your, animation, your details, talk to you and stuff like that. Let me take you. And let me take you just to get out of the way. Thank you. Alright, so, for real this time, you have anything to say to yourself, Angel?
So many cookies, blissfully unaware of what awaits beyond.
Now, you could just tell us. You could literally just tell us as to what lies beyond. I wouldn't hold you back. I wouldn't stop you. Now you're doing a summoning circle. Okay. I guess that's just what we're doing now. Okay.
The Almighty shall welcome this kingdom with open arms.
I mean, this is... Which, first of all, I got scared for a moment because it just got all cloudy because you were in the dark. Yeah, let's get you into more light. Second of all, I made this kingdom by my own hands. It's calling me the Almighty. It's fine.
Our faith remains unshaken.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. I'm basically talking to someone who's dead because they literally got eaten alive. Alright. Well, thanks.
Our dough trembles with joy at thy calling.
Is it joy or fear? Because I feel like there's some, oh yeah, there's a lot of season rewards I need to collect. There we go. Oh, that's good. I actually claimed a lot of those before, but I just need it for the rainbow cubes, but, whatever.
Our dough, so many cookies.
You get it.
So many. Waiting for the fated day brings us great joy.
The fated day already happened.
I hope you're happy, rain or shine.
Thank you so much. Anyway, on to more. I hope you're not staring at that circle thing, because I don't want you to associate anything with, like, black magic. Let's just get you away from Marshmallow Bunny. She's a creature beyond any sort of logic.
So many cookies. Waiting for the fate. We were chosen to walk this path.
Is that why you're not walking? You're literally flying with your wings? Like, no offense, but like, if I put you down right now, you're still floating? Yeah, you're still floating. You ain't walking anywhere. You're floating there while everyone else is having to take the hard climbing stairs up to heaven. Thanks for the assistance.
We were chosen. The Almighty shall welcome this kingdom with open arms.
I feel like you should have more quotes.
Our dough
sound like you were trying to say kiss.
The Almighty shall welcome this kingdom too, shall be offered to our godly creators.
I gotta put you in like a jar for that one. I'm not looking for you to snitch on the witches just to tell them where this loving kingdom is. I know you sat down neatfully right there, but ain't no way I'm gonna let the witches like try and destroy all of this. Like, no. Imagine that becomes like a crazy lava design, like a witch attack, where like things look like destroyed. Don't you dare get near the child. How dare you?
Our faith remains unshaken.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't now, buddy.
So many heed the call of paradise.
We've already went through this whole entire ordeal, which, by the way, now that you're here, I think, do you have any sort of dialogue with Seltzer and or Menthol? Because I do want to check this out. So, you do not have any dialogue with Seltzer
We were chosen
Cookie.
to walk this path.
Interesting. But what about Menthol? That's Sherbet. Menthol should be somewhere nearby. Really shouldn't be hard to try and track down those hexagonal-like glasses. I'm just being honest with you. Menthol. Where are the plebs? Menthol. Gonna find a Menthol just for you and me. Menthol Cookie, can you please appear in front of me? And they're just... Unless... Nope, okay. Shoot. They're just gone. That's fun. Wait. What are you...
I've learned a tantalizing rumor. I'll let you in on it.
The only reason why those bubbles were here if you gave me... Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the money. That's it. Where the pleb is Menthol? Where the pleb are you? Please... Oh, you're just right there hiding next to Pataya's head. Thanks. Alright, do you have anything that you want to say? Okay, you do. You actually do. Oh, you're alright, Your Eminence? Okay, so they do have some... While Seltzer just watches in the background, of course. Brother Menthol Cookie. Yep. Let's hear you speaking. It pains me to see this place. I'm being insulted right now. Ah. Full of cookies, ignorant of the godly creators. Okay, we're acting like this now. Does Pastry Cookie have any sort of quote when they need these plebs? Or maybe Black Forest? I'll work hard to spread the godly will. Of course you would. I want to check that real quick. That's what I'm curious about. Is he a Sensol? It's a Sensol. I really just did a ship name. Sensol. I really made it to this point. Okay, hey, welcome to Kick Red Kingdom. So if I were to search Black Forest, you'd be around. You how did you appear right here? Excuse me? No. Black Forest does not have any sort of quotes with any of you. But if this is the case, okay, what about Pastry? I think I had Pastry Cookie shut off. But I am actually genuinely curious if Pastry Cookie has anything to say, considering these are, cookies in regards to the Saint Pastry Order. This is curious. Of course, Doughael has more quotes, but I'm just curious. No. With Seltzer, huh? Okay. Oh gosh, sister! Is this after the whole entire thing? She's like, or some gasp like that. Sister Seltzer Cookie. Yeah, why not? May as well just show this off as a little bit of a bonus. Oh gosh, I missed you so! Oh, they knew each other? Oh, that's actually pretty sweet. Yeah, just, this is too much for me to handle. Oh, you just gonna run away? It's kind of sad how you just, leave her behind like that. Are you just immediately done? That's just depressing.
This kingdom, too,
Shut up.
shall be offered
You have more
to our
quotes in your
godly
little menu
creators.
page. I don't care what you say, let me just...
Waiting for the fated day brings us great joy.
Can I tap on your thing?
We were
there.
chosen to walk the Book of the Oven, 8:16. Thy sacred plates are not for those of soggy dough.
Is that an actual reference? I know what they're trying to say, 8:16. Chapter or section, something like that. Reference to, the Bible and stuff like that, or even other books such as The Sort, which obviously is quoting stuff like that. But I'm just saying, is that, supposed to be a direct one-to-one reference? Someone look up 8:16 in, whatever book that happens to be in? Because, I wonder if it would be directly linked to whatever they're saying, because now it has me worried.
As their hands guide us.
They're guiding me over to the quit button.
It is time we returned to the purity of the whole dough.
Nope. Honestly, it's kind of shocking where, there's kind of two variants of the whole dough where it requires, a bunch of cookies to merge with it. You have the plumbing, what the plumbing, the Avatar of Destiny, obviously we saw it in the story, but there's also the, the Doughael or whatever? The giant dough monster that was summoned by Butterroll and Matcha Cookie. And those are from failed experiments, so it's technically two. Who wins in a fight? Probably the godly one, I don't know.
Their will shall fall upon this land.
Not if I'm in the way of it. I can tell you that for certain.
As their hands guide us, their presence can be felt all around us.
Any of you hear that? Or any of you feel that? Any of you see it? 'Cause I don't feel any presence.
Book of the Oven.
Nope.
Book of the as their
I'm not reading your
hands
book.
guide. It is time we returned. We are prepared. Those who seek absolution shall receive it.
Gotta love when you just click on them multiple times. They just look like they're just being AFK. Like, look at this.
The jubilation of becoming whole.
You're scaring me with words I don't understand, and I'm not gonna settle for it. So anyway, let's just go ahead and read up on your story, because I'm quite worried about it, if I'm being 100% honest. For Doughael. There once lived a pilgrim who sought the meaning of cookie life. When they found the answer, the truth that cookies were baked to be eaten, at long last, the pilgrim rejoiced. Only through becoming one can we reach salvation. And so the cookies set out on a mission to share their epiphany with the whole world. Soon they became the high forebear of the Saint Pastry Order. Having cast aside their former name, their very flavor, this cookie took the name of Doughael. Doughael crossed the boundary between worlds, and having witnessed a glimpse of the complete vision, returned, carried on the wings of pure white to liberate cookies from their sins. Through Doughael's severance from the lights of the world, the revelation of the Almighty shines all brighter upon their pupils, one that dictates complete devotion to the Providence's messenger. And once all the living souls are conjoined into the whole dough, it is finished. You know for a fact I hit a story like that, because, no? I'm not looking to get absorbed into a greater being's design. I'd rather live. You know? Anyway, you do have, if you got a first encounter gotcha animation, here's that.
We are prepared to lay down our very dough for them. All dough shall become one.
You know, it sucks, because I think that gacha theme is actually pretty much a bop. And by a bop, I mean, like, you know, it fits while also being pretty gentle, but ain't no way I'm going to call this pleb gentle. Now, for their skill, it says right here, considering they're a healer in the middle, they have Consecrated Vow. Heals allies for a certain period of time and grants damage resist, debuff resist, and attack buffs. Afterwards, Doughael's faith shines, healing allies and dealing damage to enemies, pushing them back and infiltrating sacred preachings. Upon using their skill, Doughael removes debuffs from targets with Disciple of the Abyss. Lastly, Doughael applies Fervor and Blessings of Devotion, healing targets whenever they take damage over a certain period of time and granting them immunity to incapacitating effects. At the start of the battle, Doughael grants Disciple of the Abyss to the ally with the highest attack, excluding themselves, increasing the ally's attack and damage dampening. If this target is defeated, it will trigger Selfless Sacrifice, increasing Doughael's attack and defense. The buff will be applied to the next ally with the highest attack. If Doughael is defeated, the Disciple of the Abyss will further increase the target's attack buff and speed up their healing rate. Doughael's cooldown decreases proportionally to their HP increase rate as of the start of the battle, and they're immune to incapacitating effects. Yeah, that's so much to take in. Okay, hold on. They heal for a certain period of time, granting damage resist, good. Debuff resist, good. And attack buffs, that's fantastic. And then Doughael Faith shines, healing allies and dealing damage to enemies, pushing them back and infiltrating sacred preachings. Do we see what sacred preachings does down here? Because we can't really see that, I don't think. Upon using the skill, they remove debuffs from targets with the Disciple of the Abyss. And Disciple of the Abyss, attack plus 70%, 50% when enhanced, and there's damage dampening, which means minus 20% of final amount of damage received, so that's good, and healing is 1% of Doughael's max HP, so you want their HP to be up, and Selfless Sacrifice increases attack and defense up to 2 times, so like when 2 cookies fall, I guess, yeah. And they apply Fervor and Blessings of Devotion, which Blessing of Devotion deal 20% healing to receive damage over 10 seconds, and yeah, Fervor healing more HP and also dealing damage as well, which is like over 300%, which is pretty good. And then at the start of the battle, they also grant the Disciple of the Abyss to an ally with the highest attack. So whoever's your strongest, they get that buff. So they just get even stronger at the start of the battle, along with even being more bulked up with damage dampening. So this is definitely one I want to test out in battle, but of course I gotta level you up, which has me worried, but plub it. Here you go.
Soon, we will join the whole dough.
How about you just eat first before you go on your preachings?
Even a lump of dough like us will find purpose.
Didn't your mother ever tell you that it's proper to pray before the meal and not during and or after? I think.
These star jellies are gifts from our creators.
You know, the fact that you actually name-dropped them and called them star jellies, it's kind of ethereal when you think about it, because, like, when's the last time a cookie literally mentioned these things by name? Like, I'm just being honest with you here, like, been one of the first times since I heard anyone name-drop it.
Even a lump of dough like us will find purpose.
Of course you would.
We are beginning to understand their sacred will.
Yep.
These star jellies are gifts from our creators. Even a lump of dough like us will soon, we will join the whole dough.
Okay, so how about this? I'm just gonna feed you this, because you're gonna be pretty high level, so why not?
Their will grows clearer inside us.
Now I'm gonna buff up your skill, because since you're a super epic, I obviously want you at a decent level, so let's crank up all these. Now you're at level 60, which gets you at 92,000
Please,
power.
pretend you did not see me sneaking out.
Who snuck out? Excuse me? I ain't gonna snitch, but you did just kind of say that in front of a whole camera full of hundreds of people who's watching. Alright, sure. Well, I do want to test them out, probably on like a more higher level. Then again, I guess the levels I usually test the cookies out on are usually already high enough because, you know, it's at like 9,000 power. This is at 83,000, but they are just a healer, so you can never be too sure. So if I scroll all the way up, where will the Doughael pleb be? That's Mystic Flower. You... Where? Excuse me? Wait a minute. You... Oh, gosh. Okay, there you are.
Accept what is to come.
I'll accept you winning.
Seek the light. Judgment shall be delivered.
Yeah, those are some quotes for when you just place them down onto the battlefield. So let's go ahead and test you out in battle. Let's see how good you do against some of these enemies, especially for like basic attacks and whatnot. Alrighty. Let's see it. Chaotic Thornvine. We got it. Alright, flies forth with those wings. Okay. They do shine, so they can't do any basic attacks, which makes sense, but if we use the skill, which they have over here. Cooldown reduced by... Yeah, cooldown reduced by, that makes sense. Max HP up and damage down.
Such is our purpose.
So they do that, and it just, like, obliterates everyone with a huge summoning circle. Okay, and they also got some other buffs that are quickly right here, being damage down, max HP up, debuff resist, attack up, and damage... 2 stacks of damage down? Why would Doughael's damage go down?
Such is
Probably something
our
part of the skill,
purpose.
but like, you know, kind of expect him to do a lot more damage than you think. Anyway, there's a platforming segment right here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's coming. There we go. Here's some little friendly banter. What's that sound? Sip. Like, was Doughael like hissing? Like, what was that? Like,
Such
of course
is
you like
our
hear the little sound like
purpose.
hip, 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 just something gentle like that. And then what's like when you slide, it's like sip, 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 like what? Anyway, well, let's go ahead and send this boss into the banishes of the great unknown. Ow. I'm just gonna track all these plebs here because you know, slowly get forth.
Such is
Here
our
we go.
purpose.
Yeah, thanks for the lasers. Who's the? Oh, they're living. Okay. Well, we'll definitely need some more skill. At least it's literally just you. Oh, they're healing. Oh, this might be bad. Okay, well, let's try this again.
Such is our
Okay, there we go.
purpose.
Big damage right there. That's perfect. Okay, you can keep on going with that if you want, but it's not going to save you.
Such
There we go.
is our purpose.
Just a little bit more. There we go. Perfect.
Truly a blessing.
I feel like, if I'm going to be honest, Doughael is actually pretty good, primarily because of the fact that, you know, once you have a bunch of enemies like start swarming around you, then they can not only just provide healing to your enemies, or allies or whatever, but then if they all get very close around, they'll just start nuking the whole place, which again, I think the best recommendation for this cookie is like not solid almonds, the swift chocolates, just to increase their attack, so they can not only heal more, but you know, well, they'll always be able to heal more, because that's for attack speed. But I mean for the skill usage. They'll be able to use that beam a bunch. I think it would only go down to like 10 seconds at that point, which means not only can you overload on healing all of your teammates and stuff like that, but you can also apply for damage. And it's also good that they be in the middle, because if you have like a front charger, who I think they may be good for like having no defenders and having like charger, primarily because if you just have some big damage people just like at the front, then what can happen is Doughael will usually, you know, give their highest attack to those chargers, or maybe like an ambusher. But, like, which, to be fair, I guess mixed with Silent Saul coming out soon, who's going to be an ambush, would be really good matching. But, I don't know. But, like, if you have, like, 2 front charges like Dark Cacao, or, like, Burning Spice, something like that, you know, Stormbringer, anyone who's good at the front, I think those would be really well, because once they fall, then Doughael will be able to provide an additional damage boost. So that'll be even better than before, and I guess it can make, like, people in the back, like, far back, like, either another support, or, like, a, you know, ambusher, do even more damage and provide more for the team. I don't know, that's just from my, you know, point of view. But with that being said, the Silent Saul cookie update is coming out very, very soon, and I'm very hyped for it. But with that being said, if you enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Around content, and if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of what I'm doing in the future, and also down below in the description, you'll see links to all my social media, which includes a Twitter post, if it gets 10,000 likes, I'm going to kick you on YouTube stuff for absolutely free, and there's also all my social medias down in the description, which includes becoming a YouTube member, and also, you know, donating to the new merch plays, being the Pleb Market. So, have fun with that, but above all else, I'll see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese!